Hello, everyone. John Marshall, the DrillMaster, have a flag raising video here from a scout. I appreciate the video. Honestly, I appreciate the time it's taken to put this together and the effort put forth. However, there's some. Uh, well, here we have. This is Scouter 344 who made the video, and we will go through
When raising an American flag, a
the
proper
video.
procedure must be followed.
So
This
proper
video will
procedure
first
must be
present
followed.
a flag raising ceremony in full,
Absolutely.
and then explain some of these specific details.
Nice backdrop with the moon there. That was pretty cool. All right, so the team marches forward and stops. That's good. So the scout leader steps forward to secure the halyard in his hand. There are terms used in the video later on through the explanation that uh, the scout talks about the rope and the hooks, and so I understand that not everybody knows completely the entire terminology. The flag. This is a flag pole and not a flag staff. This is the rope is a halyard. The hook here that the halyard is wound around is called a cleat, and the hooks that the scout talks about later on are actually the clasps on the halyard. So you you really need to understand terminology. You really need to do your don't don't rely on training from somebody else. Don't even rely on my training. All right, I have a vast amount of knowledge, but it's not every day that I can just spout off everything. I have to go back. Let's see here. I have to go back and research. So, right here, all of those manuals right there, that's half. The other half is on the other side out of the camera shot. So, I'm constantly in manuals. Constantly. Talk to Mrs. Drillmaster. She will tell you. I'm constantly reading. I'm constantly reviewing. I'm constantly going over all kinds of things. And also, the scout refers to this as a color guard. This is not a color guard. And I know that okay, you've got a flag bearer and you have two other people. They look like guards. They're not. There's a flag bearer and there's also halyard bearers. Now, sure, it's similar-ish to a color guard, but this isn't a color guard. A color guard carries flags that are on a flag staff, not the folded flag. So it's very different. So now here we see that the scouts unfold the flag while I'll just say so it has a weight. I see, the which is nice. The bottom clasp has a weight on it, so it can come down quickly. I get that, but really we need to stop raising empty clasps. That doesn't make any sense. You don't need to completely, fully raise clasps up to full truck. It doesn't matter. As long as the clasps are out of the way of the cleat when you're securing the halyard to the cleat, then everything's fine. It's not a big deal. You should be able to just lower the halyard, the clasps, just a couple of feet, and the clasps should be right there. Now with the weight on that bottom clasp, then you could see that he just drops that really quickly. I'll play it again. Watch as that just pops right into his hand there. See, it comes right down. Oh, so the weight looks to be below. It looks like the top clasp is up near this scout's head, the middle scout, and then the maybe he's a scout master. I'm not exactly sure, but I'll just call him the other scout. Um, maybe he's holding. It looks like he's possibly holding that other clasp. Now, what the scouts have done incorrectly here is completely unfolding the flag. Now, all right, I've got to back up just a bit. Scouting has taken care of the flag for many years prior to the implementation of the flag code. I understand that. That's where the the uh, uh, the creator of scouting many years ago told or gave guidance on destroying the flag when it was no longer serviceable. And part of destroying the flag was to cut the canton out of the stripes and then burn everything. And I understand that was the direction then. However, the flag code came along, and scouting needs to then come to the proper tradition of not cutting the flag. I I understand. I'm hearing the feedback already. I get it, scouts. I understand what you have is that long-standing tradition. Okay, but U.S. law now states that we don't cut the flag unless it is a gigantic flag and you need to cut it up for safety, whether you're shredding it or whether you're burning it. And if you shred it, that means that it's made out of a man-made material. If you're burning it, then it's cotton. So, but we don't want the fire to get out of control, and we don't want the whatever shredding process to cause any safety hazards whatsoever. So that's why we'll just, cut it up the middle and then cut it lengthwise into quarters, or, maybe you need to cut it even more. And that's fine when there's safety involved. There's no safety issue with this size of a flag, or even some larger flags than this. But now we're unfolding the flag. I don't know if that's part of the scouting tradition. I haven't done the research into that. What I do know is that flag code states that we don't completely unfold the flag when we're going to hoist it. We unfold the triangle folds, and that's it. If there's wind, and usually there is when we're hoisting, but then the wind will take and fill out the flag and undo those two lengthwise, or what I call horizontal folds. So that's the whole purpose of only unfolding the triangle. I've also seen where the flag is left folded and then the triangle folds just go plop 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 as the flag is being raised. Boy, that's not the case that we're supposed to do. So don't completely unfold it. Leave the two horizontal folds in there. They attach the top and the bottom. And then start raising. So here's how I would suggest that this be accomplished. The two outside individuals, the two outside scouts, they move forward and they both secure the halyard, and they both take care of the halyard. The individual in the middle unfolds the triangle folds in his arms, secures the top clasp, secures the bottom clasp, and then waits for the command of present arms. Once present arms is given, then the hoisting begins nice and brisk. You'll see this isn't necessarily a brisk hoisting, although that's up to interpretation. So here we have then the halyard bearer then starts to raise, and the flag is coming out of the halyard, or the flag bearer's hands, and then he drops his hands down to his sides and then renders that salute. The scouting salute is a little different from a military salute, but still a salute. They're in uniform, and that would be most appropriate. So notice these two come together, which is fine. They're rendering a type of respect to the flag, but salutes really should be given. And you see, it was a gentle hoisting, and the halyard is now secured. Then the other scout steps into formation. They turn around kind of strangely. And I'm sure marching is not part of scouting. I get it. I understand that. They turn around, and that's fine. And then they step off and are finished. So in the following portion of the video, the scout then it starts to explain each one of the processes, and I won't go into that. I'll leave the link down below, and you can go watch the video. But I'll stop here. And hey, that's only 10 minutes. Wow. So, so for a minute and a half video, I've spent 10 minutes explaining. That's all right. At least it's not a half hour. Okay, so that's the flag hoisting process. A couple of things really need to change here. And then for the scout who made the video, thank you for making it, but get your terminology right, and also get your procedures correct, because as of me making this video, you have 6,700 views of that video, and now 6,700 people quite possibly think that that's the appropriate way to hoist the flag. People don't read anymore, unfortunately. We have tons of manuals, we have the flag code, we have all kinds of things, all kinds of resources, but it requires reading, and people just don't want to sit down and read, unfortunately. So they go to videos. Our attention span is now that of a goldfish. And if the video is any longer than a few minutes, then people turn it off. And I'm sure that nobody's watching right now. So anyway, you really need to ensure that that everything you do is per the flag code. Some scout traditions can be put in there as long as they don't go against the flag code. All right, thank you very much.